Welcome, everybody, to Football Friday Night. I'm Adam Cellini alongside Mr. Do-It-All.
Yeah, well, you know,
Dwayne Lindo.
Got to do what I got to do.
Man, a lot of airtime tonight for old Dwayne. So, luckily, no rain. It was an actual Friday. It didn't rain. We shot all of our games. Very exciting. And,
Thank you.
And saw some good football in the meantime.
Yeah, I think I talked to a few coaches today, Coach Kurt Bradley, Coach Marino. Those guys were ecstatic that, we get to play a full game, district play, no interruptions with rain or lightning or anything like that.
Must be nice to finally get back on that schedule. Football's a tough game to play, 3 times in a week for some of our local teams. Yeah. Well, let's start with our game of the week. You mentioned Kurt Bradley, Braden River back in again, this time on the road against Palmetto. And Dwayne, why do we like this game so much this year?
Because when these two teams get together, Adam, they never disappoint. Simple as that. Look, with powerhouse Braden River at 1-1 and Palmetto at 4-1, this is basically bragging rights in Manatee County and a key win for either team getting points toward the playoffs. And it starts with these two coaches we just mentioned, Bradley and Marino, two class act coaches on the Suncoast, Adam.
Absolutely. Love talking to them all the time, and they've done great things with their programs.
Yeah. So first quarter, first drive, and it's guess who? Deshaun Fenwick basically doing what he does and gains about 20 yards, putting Braden River in Tigers territory.
Running angry this week.
Yeah, same drive as Knowledge McDaniel taking it 1 yard for the score. The Pirates up early, 7-0. But guess what? The Tigers answer. Johnny Jones squares up and takes it to the house. We got a tie ball game, folks. It's 7-7. Second quarter, it's Knowledge McDaniel again with a juke move, gaining 30 yards. This kid is an integral part of Bradley's offense for sure.
Absolutely.
Now watch this play, Adam. It's Marino.
Anthony Marino.
Yes, to Spicer. And look at this. Right in your face. Boom! Look at that.
Look out for the camera guy there.
Camera guy handled it. Later in the second, Marino tosses a rocket. Alas, Braden River's Amari Pitts picks it off and ends the half. The Tigers never recover. Braden River edges Palmetto 31-24.
Certainly a good game. Big win for Braden River coming off a loss against Venice last week. Another big game tonight was one of our area's best versus one of the nation's best. Venice, who we just mentioned, hosting IMG's Blues squad. That is the first time IMG's Big Boys have played an area team since that program began. Dwayne, a lot of excitement surrounding this game. Venice is number 2 in the state of Florida for their classification. That team they're shaking hands with is number 2 in the nation on many lists.
Oh, yeah.
But head coach John Peacock says if his boys want to win states, they need to learn to compete with teams like this.
And I don't blame them.
Absolutely. Tribe student section talking about max preps before the game. Indians start with the ball first drive. Bryce Carpenter to Javon Hiley. And you know what they say, Dwayne, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Carpenter to Hiley over and over again on this drive. There's a reason he has 530 yards receiving coming into this game. That first drive ends in a field goal. Second quarter, they connect for a touchdown. And don't look now, the Indians up 9-0 against IMG at home.
Insane.
But the Ascenders quick to answer. Here's Zach Anixtad throwing a 20-yard strike to Brian Hightower, who's headed to Miami next year. IMG is back within 2. After an IMG field goal, Carpenter is picked off around midfield.
Don't see that too often.
No, you don't. And that allows IMG and TJ Pledger to punch it in one more time for the Ascenders before the half. Huge miscue. IMG figures out that Indians attack in the second half, and they run away with this one 38-12.
Indians hung tough pretty much.
Absolutely. Now Manatee finally returned home, playing their first game in front of a home crowd tonight. Had one canceled earlier in the season, taking on Palm Harbor, who lost big against Riverview last week.
Yeah, they lost big last week to the best team in that district. But they need to win out to win it, to basically get in the playoffs at this point. And given the past month we've had, this game is appropriate. It's the Hurricanes versus the Hurricanes.
There you go.
Yeah, Palm Harbor with a pretty decent pass game. TJ Colmery with about a catch for about 20 yards. You see him scrambling there.
Nice work there.
Yeah, against
some yards.
Yeah, Hurricanes defense, but it's local Hurricane Josh Booker that's lighting it up on the other side. Adam, probably one of the best backs on the Suncoast.
Yeah, he had a quiet year last year, but it's nice to see him get the ball and maybe get his legs back under him.
Yeah, Manatee just getting their groove back. You can see Booker running all over the place again.
Running through defenders. That's a touchdown.
You got it. Manatee wins big, 51-13. Kudos to the coach there in Manatee.
Absolutely. Coach Shakir finally got some offense going, looking good. Now, elsewhere in 8A District 6, it's the Riverview Rams taking on Newsome at home. Early punt attempt blocked by the Rams. Aaron Pritchett catches it on the fly and fights for a Rams touchdown. And
Nice.
Coach Smithers loving it on the sideline. Second quarter, check out the freshman, Michael Hayes. He finds some sideline and hits the home run for the Riverview Rams.
He's tired. Get him a Dr. Pepper.
There it is. Got to get it in for the sponsorship, folks. Now everybody wants in on this action. Look at that fight right there by Stephon Turner. Would not be denied. Rams up 47 at the half. That's the last score update that we could find tonight in the third quarter. But likely Newsome not coming back in this game tonight. Oh, there we go. 57-3 is the final. That is the latest update. So yeah, Newsome not able to come back in that one.
Yeah, and obviously Riverview is heavily favored to win that district.
They're looking really good right now.
Right.
And probably pretty high ranked in the state and region as well. That's
Yes.
a big win against Newsome, make no mistake. And they got Manatee next week.
Yeah.
Well, coming up on Football Friday night sights plus
Cardinal Mooney's season goes from dream to nightmare overnight. We'll tell you how coming up.
We're the Braden River Pirates, and you're watching Football Friday Nights on ABC 7. Let's go Pirates!
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book and DVD. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. Call 1-855-395-9803. That's 1-855-395-9803 now.
Attention type 2 diabetics. The FDA warns of an increased risk of amputation associated with certain diabetes medications. If you took the diabetes medications Invokana or Invokamet and then suffered an amputation or one of these other serious injuries, call the Rely On Group right now. If you've suffered amputation or any of these other injuries after taking your diabetes medication, call the Rely On Group today. You may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-604-1698. That's 800-604-1698.
ABC 7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Welcome back. Cardinal Mooney was on the road against Southeast High School tonight, and due to some technical issues, we don't necessarily have that highlight, but we do want to mention something that happened earlier this week for Cardinal Mooney. According to the Sarasota Herald Tribune, Mooney must now forfeit its first 2 wins of the season and pay $200 in fines for using an ineligible player earlier this year. That punishment is coming down from the Florida High School Athletic Association after the school self-reported that infraction. The player who is still unnamed in that report did not have a grade point average above the FHSAA required 2.0 threshold, and the Cougars' 3-1 record is now 1-3, a huge difference considering that first loss last week was a regional game. And that made tonight's loss at Southeast that much bigger. The Cougars losing by just a couple of points, and they are in desperate needs of wins if they want to make the playoffs. And that was one that really could have carried some serious points considering the season that Southeast is having.
Tough break for Mooney.
Absolutely. Now kneeling protests. They've certainly taken a lot of national attention due to the NFL, but it's also trickling down to high schools, including some of ours here on the Sun Coast. Now, no players, as far as we know, have kneeled, but the Manatee School District did pass a code of student conduct rule requiring students get parental permission to kneel during anthems, and they were met by protesters both for and against that measure earlier this week. Now, we spoke with some local coaches on the issue before the district ever passed that policy, and they told us the conversations about kneeling did come up in their locker rooms when it all began last season.
We took it upon ourselves to kind of have a discussion with the players and never telling them one way or the other of what to do.
Now, the school district said that if students were going to take a stand like this, it was something that they should discuss with their parents. And now we're going to take a look at some other scores from around our area. We start with a couple of teams off tonight because they played earlier in the week. Charlotte winning their game on Monday night. Port Charlotte also picking up their fourth win on Tuesday. And of course, Riverview rolling Steinbrenner on Monday for a district win. Tonight, Bayshore losing a pitcher's duel down in Northport. And Lemon Bay gets their third loss at Estero. Bradenton Christian and St. Stephen's dominating at home. St. Stephen's a little more than Bradenton Christian. And IMG's White Squad was on the road in Ocala, playing Ocala Trinity Catholic, and they lose by just 1 point, making them 1-2 on the season. And here's a reminder, Venice will play again on Monday night, hosting Lakewood Ranch at 6 p.m. Now, Dwayne, I want to open it up. Speaking of Venice, let's open it up to the 7A District 11. It's a district we talk about a lot. Venice, Braden River, Palmetto, and others. And let's talk about playoff chances for these teams.
Well, look, Braden River and Venice, these guys are going to duke it out. It's just a matter of how many points these guys can get. Obviously, Braden River, we mentioned Braden River winning today against Palmetto. But Palmetto's in the driver's seat, too. Remember, they only have 2 losses. They lost to Braden River, and they lost to Riverview early in the season. So if Palmetto can win out, they can make it to the playoffs.
Now, Palmetto still has to play Venice, and in the past, we would be saying if they lose to Venice, they're done. They're not making the playoffs. May not be the case this year.
May not be the case.
Even if they lose to Venice, which we're not saying they will because they are a tough team.
Right. Look, the Venice-Palmetto game is going to be a great game, but keep in mind that even if they do lose, they still get points for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this rule was kind of made for teams like Palmetto. They actually spoke with the FHSAA closely about stuff like this. Well, coming up after the break, we'll bring you Friday Night Sights and our Fan of the Week. Stick around.
We're the Palmetto Tigers, and you're watching Football Friday Nights on ABC 7.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Watch your Suncoast News at 6 on your streaming device for a chance to win a $50 Visa. It's easy. Just watch weekdays at 6 for the word of the week. Then enter the word at mysuncoast.com for your shot at a $50 Visa. We'll pick the winner each week. Good luck.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Welcome back. Time for Friday Night Sights. Pictures from about the stands here on the Suncoast. Here are the captains for the Braden River game, and look at that sunset over their shoulder. Just a beautiful pink sky tonight.
Yeah, nice picture.
Not to step on Bob's toes. Then we got, I think, another picture, possibly the Venice coin flip. There it is, Ascenders towering over those Venice players who are usually the other way around.
Yeah, those are big boys.
And here's our fans of the week. It is Sam and Jay at the Palmetto game. Which is which? I don't know. I think the white undershirt feels more Sam to me.
Well, I'll let you be the judge of that, Adam. I'll get out of that one. But
all right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Friday. And the Indians are 2-0 in the ALDS.
Oh, wow.
We'll try, baby.